Okay, namaste and welcome. So, as mentioned earlier, that I'll show you the buildings and all that are there on the season 2. So, this is my main account, and you all know that you have to collect these sapphires and these sand souls. These can be collected pretty much by the same, the magnifying glass. You go, you search higher the level of either the sand soul or the sapphire, higher will be your output. Okay, so if you see, for example, for sand soul, here I'll get like 2 experience. These are like 1000 experience mastery tomes, and it will grants you 1000 mastery experience, and I'll tell you where it can be. You know where you can use your modification blueprints, your experience, food, wood, and electricity boxes. Boxes is something that I'm kind of like interested because these cannot be looted. Okay, the other two, it will be in the open. On 5 as well, it is just 2, but on 6, on your first attempt, you'll get your versatile orange fragment, and then I think this as well is like the first time, yeah, the first time rewards. So those are for the 6. Same goes for sapphires as well, and yeah, the same goes for sapphires as well. Nothing changes. So these are two things that are needed in order to gain the uh, what to say, your sand souls or your sapphires, so that you can go ahead and upgrade the buildings. Now, talking about the buildings that are there, you have virus labs. Now what it does is primarily it will provide you the virus protection. Okay, in season 2 they brought in the concept where you get infected by zombies, and virus lab is pretty much where you get all the resistance power. And then you have this land agency. What it normally does is what it directly says: the state's soil becomes surprisingly blah blah fertile and all, and a land agency gives you what it is needed, and these are the powers that are needed, and the tiles that it can be placed, etc., etc. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Now the trick over here is, or the tip that I would like to give you is, make sure that your virus labs and your land agency are of equal levels. Okay, so let's say if you have your virus labs at level 3, that means that your land agency as well has to be at level 3. That is a mistake that I have done. Now what happens is there will be like unbalance between the upgrade materials that you will be getting. So when you have these two at a equal levels, it will be pretty much better. Now the third thing that I wanted to talk about is the military fortress and your defense building. Now this is where I kind of like felt very bummed. Okay, number one, you have to place it, which I already did. Okay, these are my I also placed one of the lab over here. 2 alliance centers. Oh, by the way, you have these alliance centers which will be placed by your leader. Okay, and your job is to place the other buildings. Okay, the other buildings are nothing but your virus labs. Okay, your virus labs, your land agency, and then when it gets unlocked at the alliance center 3, that needs to be again placed by the leaders. Okay, your R4s, your R5, so they have to take care of this, and make sure that you're collecting. Okay, make sure that it's grayed out, which because I just collected, it needs to be collected timely, and I'm told it's on an hourly basis. Oh, there we go. Here it tells you per hour output, and when you see that this output is pretty much there, go ahead and collect it. And right here it says that resource ores are accumulated over time, and the upper limit of the accumulation is 10 hours, 10 hours being the max. And then survivors must collect resources manually, and the interval between collections is 5 minutes. Okay, so every 5 minutes you can collect once. Now what should be done to have a very good progress? I already gave you one tip, where your virus lab and your land agency, these two have to be of equal levels. Okay, and there is one more building which gets unlocked right in your shelter. That is this, your military, your mastery hall. Now what the mastery hall does is, here you'll get 2 branches, and the third branch will be available in the later stage. Number 1 is combat. Okay, all these are combat related skills. Okay, for unit mobilization, for concentrated power, where you'll have damage, then the military capacity, drill setup, intense training. If you click on this, pretty much it's all self-explanatory, and I really don't have to touch base. Now what I did is, I mainly concentrate on acquiring supplies, so that I have better output. So this is where I concentrated a little bit. Now, and let's say in the nearby future that I don't want output of resources, but I want the combat power. So the game also provided me this option called as this refresh, but for this refresh you need these mastery reset vouchers, which are blue vouchers, and I have two of them. Okay, so there we go, I have two of them, and what it does, it resets the mastery choice. So as of now I went ahead for the output related area. Now what I want to try and test is to go ahead and check for the combat, and if I reset to combat, does that really take this down to 1 by 5? Because I have upgraded it to 2 by 5. It is at level 2 right now. Okay, initially it will be 0 by 5, level 0, and then level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so right now if you see combat, it is at 0 by 5, and I have to go to level 1. Now what I want to test and try is I'll reset once, and I'll see if this output related, which is at 2 by 5, what is the technical support? The support where I have level 1 unlocked, okay, and then I have to go towards level 5. So what I want to try and do, I'll try this later, and I'll give you guys an update. Now there is one problem that I have observed in the entire thing, is that rather than saying a problem, it's kind of like for free to play guys, this is a slight bit of troublesome matter. Now, when you go to any of your military fortress and all, you see this upgrade button, right? But the problem is, unless you have another builder free, you cannot upgrade. Okay, so your builder has to be free. That means that, I have to go purchase the third builder, which is 1000 Indian rupees for me over here. I don't know if you're watching from a different country, it will obviously be of a higher pricing than this. Okay, higher pricing than this, but for me it is 1000 Indian rupees, and I'm kind of like thinking whether to invest or not. Also, cheers with chai. I kind of felt, oh, we can finish with diamonds. Now I'm kind of like thinking, should I invest diamonds? Because badges, for badges we need these diamonds, and I'm kind of waiting for the lucky discounter event. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, now this entirely changes my thought process. So I can spend 58 over here and 58 as well over here. That's not a big deal, but then again, the point being so that unless you have your builder, okay, either your third builder or your fourth builder, a person not being able to upgrade those buildings is something that I felt like, is that needed? Okay, is that needed? Why exactly this particular move? I mean, I know that developers, you need to make some money out of it, and you want to gain something out of it, etc., etc., etc. But at the same point of time, think about the free to play guys, right? We even we have to go for it, and this is definitely going to put a bit of pressure on. Okay, it's definitely going to put a bit of pressure on the player, on the free-to-play guy, because we need to concentrate on placing the buildings, etc., and then going further. All right, any which ways, man. Getting back to the topic, when you have your virus lab and land agencies upgraded, you get more of influence, and this influence is very, very much needed in the game. The main reason being so is that because of this. Okay, we just spoken about badges, right? Cheers. We need a lot of these badges for the upgrades and all. So when you have higher influence levels, okay, according to the influence level, this will progress further. And so is the case with your hourly or maybe the chests that you receive. Okay, I got one day ago, and then 18 hours ago, 10 hours ago, and then 2 hours ago, I claimed all of these. All right, so this happens pretty much random. You get your Zens as well as badges, and that is dependent on the progress that you make on this particular influence tree, and that also is basis on how you upgrade. This is one of the reason where this is also an add-on reason to why I said that your land agency and your virus lab have to be of equal levels. When I say equal levels, again, please stress on the point that if your virus lab is level 3, then immediately your next focus should be to get your land agency as well to level 3. So this has to be there. You cannot compromise on it. There is no other workaround. It has to be this rule that you need to blindly follow, that these two buildings are or should be of equal levels. Then for the rest, when it comes to your military fortress and then defense base, as I showed you just now, that we need another builder. Concentrate on the constructions that you are maintaining. Okay, on this particular account, on my main account, I had a sponsor, and my sponsor gave me a builder, so I went ahead and took two builders. One of the builder is on, obviously I concentrated on certain things that needed before I go for upgrades and all. Okay, the and so yeah, concentrate on what is main for you, whether you're going for the output, whether you're going for the research that I have mentioned over here, and accordingly you have to proceed further, because these trees are pretty much what will change your game entirely. From season 2 onwards, it's a different ball game altogether. Till season 1, okay, till the beginning of season 2, it's a normal game. But from season 2, man, the player with the correct thought process, with a proper strategy, is who is going to go further. And there are a lot of things that I have observed in season 2 that have fascinated me, and I'm looking forward for those. Not just these buildings that I have mentioned to you, not just these sapphires and the sand souls that I have mentioned. There are a lot more things in store, and it's kind of like, every time I discover something new, it's making me to go one step further into the game. Okay, so look forward for this influence, etc., and then capitalize as much as possible on those rewards that you are getting, because this is going to change the game for you a lot. When I say a lot, it's going to be a lot. Let me know in the comment section regarding your questions, your thoughts, etc., and what kind of progress you are doing on your account, and we will have a discussion. Okay, let's have a healthy discussion in the comment section. You give me some thoughts, I'll give you some thoughts, and if you have a idea regarding a video, let me know about that as well. Alternatively, you can also contact me on Instagram, that is SantaTVOG, and on Discord as well. My username is SantaTVOG. So feel free to reach me out, send me a DM. In game as well, you can easily find me. No, but rather than in game, I would prefer to contact on Instagram, on Discord, and the main reason being so is that I'm working on 4 accounts at this point of time. I'm kind of like thinking about deleting my second account on state 62, because it's kind of like adding a lot of pressure on to me, and I really don't want to go on 4 accounts at this point of time. 3 is fine. One state 62, one state 69, and then one state 92. And there is one more account in as a surprise, which we will talk about it later. So that's about it. So since I have all these accounts, sending me a message within the game is not that feasible. But if you still feel like, Santa, I want to speak only within the game, that is also fine with me. You have to wait a little bit till the time you get your answer. Whereas if it is on Instagram or on Discord, I pretty much check these platforms very regularly, and I kind of like respond instantaneously, or maybe after a couple of hours you'll definitely get a response from me. Having said that, that's about this video. The thing about the construction builder kind of like bummed me a little bit what we can do when the developers are looking forward for it. A request to the developers is kindly let the buildings be a standalone thing. Okay, that's going to drive more gameplay from the players. More players would be interested, particularly from the free to play segment. Of course, from the pay segment, people will be shelling out a little bit of money in order to, you know, get the third builder or the second, third, or the fourth builder, and then proceed further from there. And it's kind of like, well, put the free to play guys in a little bit of delayed progress. That's one of that's one of the major reason where I have seen that, you know, players are quitting the game. Okay, particularly from free to play segment, I have seen a lot of headquarters 25s, 24s, 26s, and even a 27 headquarter as well, you know, quitting the game. That is something that kind of like made me feel very odd. So developers, kindly look forward for this. I know you have some thought process which I cannot fathom, and I cannot really understand. That must be your own. At the same point of time, please consider keeping it free for these buildings, at least the season buildings, the military as well as the defense buildings, so that, you know, we free to play guys will also have a bit of advantage, or maybe, you know, a bit of faster progress compared to the pay to guys. Here I'll definitely get a bit of backlash from the pay to guys saying that, you know, Santa, how can you request? But you know what, I wanted to talk about it. Okay, because even free to play guys, we need to proceed in the game, and we as well will need a little bit of edge, a little bit. I'm not asking for more. 2 buildings, right? These buildings, oh, come on, please consider it. And then I have a barracks as well. So once I have these 3 buildings, that means that, you know, 3 builders have to be there all the time upgrading these. So that's something. Please, here, come on, consider it. Chalo, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have a different opinion rather than what I have mentioned, kindly let me know in the comment section, and let's have a healthy discussion. Okay, if you have an idea about a video, let me know about that as well, so that I can prepare the video and present it to you. Then if there is kind of like a question that you wanted to ask me, etc., I have already mentioned what you can do in order to contact me, and then we can have a discussion about that as well. If not in the comment section, you can send me a DM either on Instagram, on Discord, or on in the game as well. But I have 4 accounts, so I don't know where you are going to send me a text. I often get texts on different accounts, and keeping a track is kind of like a bit of trouble. Any which ways that I'll manage, because you guys are helping me out, so I will go ahead and help you out as much as I can as well. So the help that I'm asking you is to kindly go ahead and hit that like button, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Whenever you hit the like button, YouTube will recommend the video to more people. Okay, so let's make this a process win-win for both of us. Please share it, subscribe, and then thank you so much. You guys have a nice time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. Santa signing out for now. Chalo, have a nice day. Jai Sri Krishna.